So we are in week 3 of term 1, and there is a beautiful psych concept around teams forming. I think it even applies to forming new environments wherever humans are involved. And you may be familiar with it as it's called the forming, storming, norming, and then performing phase. And if we apply this psych concept to our young people and starting a new school year, what we see in week 1 is the forming stage. So in weeks 1 and 2, they are navigating a lot. And that's like starting a new job, going to a 2-week long conference where you know nobody, or forming maybe even a new relationship. It's a lot. Then we move into weeks 3, 4, maybe even into week 5. We move into the storming phase. Now, the storming phase, things have already started to form, and this is where it starts to feel a little bit like, okay, I've got my friendship groups. I understand the teacher's expectations. We're due to sit here at lunchtime, and this is the only place we can sit. So then that starts to feel normal. So they start to push boundaries. And this is where we start to see a creep of disrespectful behavior, friendships kind of starting to go a little bit awry, a little bit of bullying. They're starting to feel fatigued because it's a lot to try and fit in. It's a lot of energy to kind of put a mask on, to learn new boundaries and expectations. And because home is a safe space, this is where you start to see some undesirable behavior come out at home. Then after week 5, we should start to see a settling as we get into the normal or the norming stage, where boundaries are set. Our young people know where they can play in. They understand their new routines. Friends have a new level of respect, and things start to settle down, hopefully. So how do we support our young people through this storming phase, which they're currently in, being week 3 of term 1? First thing, or what we can start with, is hearing our young people out and helping them feel heard by repeating their words back to them. Like, I hear this is really hard for you right now, or you're feeling really uncertain on how to navigate this, or that really sucks. It will pass, but right now it really sucks. Then, if I can emphasize, especially as a teacher, help your young person with sleep hygiene. Be super strict as a parent on when they get off their devices, take devices out of the room. When they need to start their nighttime routine, at least give them an hour to prepare to unwind, get ready for sleep. And do your best to set them up to have a good 8 hours sleep if you can. We know this as adults, but our young people don't value it, so they need an adult to help enforce it. The third thing is try and find time for really authentic and genuine connection. Now, I know tweens love it. Teens, they'll probably pay you off. But what I know from speaking to teens as a teacher is they crave connection and curiosity from their parents. Go for a walk, or explicitly say to them, hey, really want to connect. Can we spend 5 minutes here? Let's just sit down. And then now's a really good time to get your young people into outside of school community groups, so sporting groups, programs like My Empower Me Within, where we teach resilience tools, but it's also community based. So start looking for opportunities to get them out there and get multiple social groups, whatever that looks like. So my advice for you parents, my love and advice to you is this phase too shall pass. And bear with it. This is like a micro level of the forming, storming, norming phase. When we look at it over the school year, terms 1 and 2, we're forming. Term 3, we're well into the storming. And then term 4, there is some form of normality. And that's over a year. And the micro level is the term. Good luck.